That was a tough series for Watchung Hills on that, Dick. They looked like they were generating some offense, and again they got snake bit. A deflected pass, Matawan intercepted, ran it down in 20-yard line or so, and then just good, strong power football brought it in for the score.
Well, we have a little timeout up here in the announcing booth. We just had hot chocolate dumped all over us. So,
but it is good hot chocolate.
It felt very well. It
Right.
felt very nice going through my pants. Okay, our floor manager doing a great job. Jimmy Rush, thanks very much. The kickoff.
Everybody's had one bouncing out of the end zone. That was an unbelievable kickoff by Rick Butler. And that was baseball. That would have been a 500-foot home run. We have one change to make. Number 33, that we were identifying as Tim Aldrich, is indeed a Mike Colucci. Aldrich, we understand, is hurt. So Colucci is the ball carrier for Watchung Hills, along with Rotans in the backfield. Flankers left and right. Watchung 1st and 10 from the 20. Here goes Colucci out to the 25, out to the 30, fumbles the ball! At the 35, and who's got it? They look it over. No signal yet. Big pile up at about the 36 of Watchung Hills. Watchung Hills recovered at the 36. That was a great run by that Colucci, though. He's a junior, 5'9", 170. He is replacing Aldrich today, so Watchung Hills, you got to be very fair about this. They have two of their starters out. Ken Barrett, the starting quarterback, is out, and Aldrich, who has scored 6 touchdowns, is out with a bad ankle, and they have two players who wouldn't normally be starting in a championship ball game. 1st and 10, Watchung Hills at their own 36. Again, flankers left and right, backs in a close set, give inside to Rotans this time. He crux his way from the 36 to about the 40, maybe the 41. As he is stopped there, looks like Vin Migliori, who came up with the interception to set up the touchdown a moment ago, makes the stop. Well, we hope Red Bank can get it going. They're trailing Somerville 14-0. And as you heard, Brick and Pennsauken still 0-0. And Keyport and Greenbrook 0-0 at the half. Second down now 5 for Watchung Hills at their own 41. Flankers again left and right, give inside to Rotans. He churns over right tackle to about the 44-yard line. He has stopped there. It'll be 3rd down about 3. Vinny Migliori makes another tackle for the Huskies. 3rd down about 3 now for Watchung Hills. Joe Rebels, the quarterback. Bob Rotans, Mike Colucci, other running backs. Dean Dilzell, the flanker. And Dave Palumbo, the split end. Now Dilzell and Palumbo come out flank to the left. The backs are in close behind quarterback Rebolts. He's barking signals 3rd and 3. He spins. He pitches to Rotans, trying to go wide. He is hit. He's driving for the 1st down as he is knocked out of bounds across the far sideline. Racing over there, Rick Darahilo along with Ken Mandeville. And we'll see whether or not he got close enough to get the 1st down. He was straining for it as he was shoved out of bounds across the far side. Matawan is leading in the ballgame, 14-0, 3:24 to go in the 1st half. He is short of the 1st down, and let's see what they're going to do. On the 45-yard line, it'll be 4th down, about 2. And Watchung Hills still with a quarterback in there. That's Rebels.
Weber, they just put Weber in a defensive tackle.
And Watchung Hills is going to go for it with 3:24 left in the half on their own 45, 4th and 2. Matawan defense digging in. Watchung Hills looking for the big play. Rebels, the quarterback, barking signals. He gives off inside, and the back is not going to make it. I think he is stopped at the 46-yard line. Matawan has held. That was Coluccio, and Matawan has taken over. As we've seen this last couple of weeks, the other teams try to come up with a big play, and Matawan's defense won't let them have it.
Well, actually, Watchung Hills that time, Tony, had nothing to lose. They're down by 2 touchdowns, 3 minutes to go, and they've got to get up a little momentum. They tried. It didn't work. Matawan's defense is tough.
Matawan 1st down now at the 46. Huskies lead at 14-0. 3 minutes left in the quarter, in the half, really. Weber gets to Butler. Butler fumbles the ball as they collide, and Watchung Hills recovers the ball at midfield. Jim Lisicki came up with the ball. That was a little reverse inside. Weber handing it to Butler, and they collided, and the ball came up loose, and Lisicki recovered for Watchung Hills.
That's exactly what happened, Tony. They tried the fullback spinner with the tailback coming on, the wingback coming on a reverse, and Butler and Weber just ran into each other.
Here's Watchung now, first down their own 49-yard line. Rebholz the quarterback. Flankers left and right. Backs are in close. Rebholz on a given side. Coluccio stuck behind the line. T.R. Bethune, the brilliant junior defensive end with 4 fumble recoveries and an interception this year. Caught little Mike Coluccio that time, the 5'9 junior, back at the 48. It'll be second down and 11. Now for Watchung Hills, they send Walt Connolly in the ball game, junior receiver. 6 feet, 164 pounds. He comes out flank wide to the right. Palumbo, the split end, is wide to the right. The backs are in close behind junior quarterback Joe Rebholz of Watchung Hills. Second and 11. He's back to throw. Looking, rolling to his right. Wings it downfield. It is complete to Palumbo, the split end, in Matawan territory at about the 47. He is tackled immediately inbounds. Shy of a first down by quite a bit. He's got to get down about the 42 for the first down. Clock running now, minute 49 left in the half. Matawan leading at 14-0. That's an important series for Watchung Hills. It would do them, of course, a world of good to get on the scoreboard here late in the first half. Matawan out in front, 14-0. Ball at the Matawan 46-yard line. It is third down, and third down right, and about 4. Connolly out wide to the left. Palumbo splits wide to the right. The backs in a closed set behind quarterback Rebholz. He's back to throw. Under pressure, drills it over the middle, incomplete. Too high, intended for a back coming out of the backfield. That was a tight end, Glenn Smith, who was the intended receiver. First time they tried to go to him today, he was overthrown.
He threw a bad pass, Tony. He had his hand wide open down the middle, and he just threw it over his head.
Pentagram with Bob Davis and Buzz Bazzelli. Matawan leading at 14-0. And we're keeping you informed of all the other games being played today. Here's a fourth down now and 4. Watchung Hills is going to go for it. Double flankers. Connolly, Palumbo set up to the left. Backs are in close. Rebholz, the quarterback, barking signals for Watchung Hills. Straight back to throw. Looking under pressure. Sets up, throws high, deep, downfield, is hanging up. It's intercepted by Ken Mandeville at the 25. Here comes Mandeville, 30, 35, 40 to the sidelines, 45, midfield, and slides to the earth at midfield. And Matawan calls a timeout with 1:08 remaining in the half. That ball hung up. Rebholz was under a lot of pressure that time. I think Chuck Lucas might have been putting the pressure on the defensive end. And he got rid of the ball, threw it high and deep downfield, but it hung up all day, and Ken Mandeville easily picked it off.
Yes, Tony, I think his inexperience is showing. He should have taken that ball. He had some room to run outside, but he let it go, and he's got the wind in his face, and it just held the ball up and was intercepted by Mandeville.
All right, Chuck Lito, the blocking back, comes in the ballgame with the play now. Matawan will go first down. You can look for Kenny Mandeville to really unload that football now with the wind at his back. Here in the final minute, 8 seconds of the half, and Matawan leading at 14-0. Matawan is not adverse to putting that football in the air. Huskies with a 14-0 lead. The officials send them back in the huddle. Again at halftime, we'll be running down the scoreboard for you on the playoffs involving shore area teams today. So far, Matawan has the best news of anybody. They lead 14-0. At the 49-yard line of the Huskies, Mandeville back to throw, looking under pressure. Hit, gets away, hit again, gets away, hit again, gets away, hit again, and finally down right around the line of scrimmage. Kenny Mandeville did a miraculous job. He was hit about 3 different times, continued to dance and juke and fake his way out of trouble, and finally was brought down right around the original line of scrimmage. That's the way you do it, Bobby? That's tremendous effort.
Excellent effort. He was hit more than 3 times, Tony. It was about 4 or 5 guys that hit him, and he was very wise. His experience showed up. His receivers are covered, and he just took the ball and ran and got back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, Matawan to the Husky 49. Mandeville again back to throw. Flips it out quickly to Darrell Hilo, and he is separated from the football as he tries for the catch near midfield. The ball incomplete. Rick Darrell Hilo, who had a couple of touchdown catches last week, a senior 6 feet 200 pounds, was knocked loose from the football by defensive back Frank Pasquarello. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. Matawan up at their own 49. Clock just 23 seconds up in the half. Matawan leading it by a score of 14-0. Ed Stewart now in the ball game in the single wing attack in the backfield. Center Glenn Holmes out over the football. 3rd and 10. Weber flanks wide to the left. Mandeville back to throw. Looking, drills it down the right sideline. Derahila open, makes the catch at the 40. Tries to spin downfield. Is tackled immediately, and Matawan calls timeout with 13 seconds remaining in the half. Rick Derahila took the pass from Mandeville for the first down. And the 6', 200-pound senior end takes to the 38-yard line on Watchung Hills. 13 seconds left. Now Matawan, with the wind at its back, conceivably would be close enough if they got it about 20 more yards anyway for a possible try to field goal should they elect to do that. By the way, we're told that Ron Weber, he's Gary Weber's brother who won 2 tickets to this game on Sports Phone last night, scored 3 goals this morning in a soccer game. So that Weber family really has it going in the athletic department. Matawan leading at 14-0, and Bob, as a quarterback, what do you think they'll try here?
Well, I think you're exactly right. I think they're going to try for a field goal. They're dropping their defensive backs out to back to 30, 35 yards, and I think if they can hit another sideline pattern, 20 or 25 yards down there, and then they can get a shot at their field goal because the wind is at their back, and he looks like a pretty good kicker.
And Butler comes in as a wing back, and Stewart comes out. Jimmy Egidio doing another flawless job on the official timepiece today in this ballgame. Butler flanks out wide to the left. Everybody else in the single wing. Lito, the blocking back, barking signals. A snap to Mandeville. Back to throw. Near midfield. Arches it high and deep downfield. It is a great catch, and then drops the ball. Neal does. It's alive over there. 2 Watchung Hill players dive on it near the sideline, and Watchung Hills recovers at the 25-yard line. With 4 seconds left in the half, Neal caught the ball. He was knocked down, fumbled it at the 23. The ball was lying loose. A couple of Matawan players were nearby, did not react quick enough, and Watchung Hills falls on the football at the far sideline with about 20, check it, with 4 seconds remaining. 3-2-1 on the half has run out. That's it. Scoreboard shows no time remaining, so that Matawan drive is aborted. Nonetheless, at the half, it is Matawan 14 and Watchung Hills nothing. We are going to send it back for just a second, and then we'll return. And of course, we'll send it back right now for the news and the